Hola, this is the Getting to Ramen podcast, and I'm Joshua Anderton. Man, I really love that groove. I feel like I should actually have lyrics, like a 4 or 5 part harmony of that. Getting to ramen. You're feeling it. Okay, I promise I won't sing falsetto again. So I usually don't do ads on Getting to Ramen, but I'm really excited to be a part of an initiative that Jane Portman and Benedict Dyka set up. They are the founders of UserList, and they reached out and found some businesses, found some entrepreneurs that are having a rough go right now with everything that's going on, and then gathered some podcasters together to sponsor those businesses, and hopefully help out a bit. And so I'm really excited. Really excited to be doing that today with 2 companies here. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Versely. So Versely is a SaaS-focused landing page and website builder, and you can find them at versely.com. But if you're building a SaaS app or you have an existing SaaS app, you definitely need to look at hosting your marketing site on a separate platform than where your app is hosted, and not have it sitting within the same code base. This is something that we've been working on with UserFeed for a while, is just building the marketing site, building it out somewhere else away from the app code, because you just want to make a quick change to the homepage and you have to actually do like a full-on deploy just for that. So I definitely recommend that. Go check out Vulcan Kea on Twitter. Follow him, follow the company, and show some support. But yeah, so that's that. Man, so it's been a few weeks, and to be honest, I've recorded this episode a couple times. But a couple of weeks ago, I tweeted. I just feel so weird saying that. Does anyone else feel weird? It feels strange to me. But anyways, I submitted to Twitter a question that I wanted to talk about today, because this has kind of been on my mind the last few weeks. And it's just this idea of all of the hats that a founder needs to wear. And I think really great founders, I guess founder isn't the right word. Great entrepreneurs, anybody who's running, trying to keep a small team, especially if it's 1 or 2 people. I'm finding that working on UserFeed and Upscribe and Podmelon, that there's a bunch of different things that I have to do on a daily basis, or in the cases of Upscribe and Podmelon, a nightly basis. But there's a bunch of different things I have to do, and it's not like I can just I can't just not do some of them. So I have to do engineering, I have to do marketing, I have to do customer service, and sales. Like, these are just things that just have to be done. I have to be writing blog posts and making content, and whether it's video or podcasts or whatever. These are just the things that generally need to be done. And so I was finding it hard to be able to make progress, or am finding it's an ongoing struggle. But this was what prompted sending out this tweet. And so I'll read the tweet quickly and then some of the responses. But in the early days, founders are juggling all of these: engineering, customer support, sales, writing blog posts, social media, podcasts, video, etc. What does your routine look like to cover these? And I got some really helpful responses back. and it was from a few different founders, so people running that, people who have started companies and successfully, and as well as just are currently in the middle of that, and so just, I won't read all of them out, and I've linked the tweet in this in the show notes, so feel free to take a gander, to look through that. And the ones that I wanted to bring up were firstly, Matt Wensing, who's the founder of Summit, which is financial forecasting for SaaS products. Really good tool. He was just saying that what he's found helpful for kind of prioritizing your time and managing these things is find the zeros in your business and solve for those things first. So I kind of asked him to elaborate a bit, and he just said for his own business, quarter 1 of 2019 was solve for 0 users, and so that was the focus. Quarter 2 of 2019 was solve for 0 runway. Quarter 3 was solve for 0 activation. Quarter 4, solve for exhaustion. So, and he kind of went on. It was just like, you kind of have to pick the most important thing and just focus on that. And I think that there are still things that you just have to do on a daily basis. But I think, what I kind of took from this and appreciate about this is it's just this idea of like, you need to sit down and prioritize what you're going to work on, and you should be doing it through this lens. You should be kind of looking at what is the highest priority right now, and figure out what your schedule is going to look like, or what your task list looks like based on that priority. Another person that got back was Ruben Gamez, who is the founder of BidSketch and DocSketch. And so what he said was, and this is a bit of a thread, but he said, agree with the comments that it's back and forth. So a few people were just saying that it's kind of you're kind of balancing everything. And which I rebutted to with just like, basically like, yes, I know that we're balancing things, and that's the nature of business. So it wasn't really helpful to tell people that you just got to figure it out. And so his response was, agree with comments that it's back and forth. Only thing I'd add is that some of these things we just don't do early on or at all. Narrowing focus on what really matters is important, as well as purposely ignoring stuff that matters less. So once again, it's kind of this, I think what I'm noticing, and also he suggests, recommends a book called Borrowing Brilliance. And he just said that there's some good stuff in there about the way that you should think about problems, and kind of figuring out the root, properly digging to the root of problems and addressing them. So I've linked that as well, the book, and that's on my Audible list here. So that'll be something that I'm going to be jumping into, because I think ultimately what this reminded me, kind of the responses that I got, is that as a founder of a company, or somebody who's in the early stages of building something, and you've got some traction, and you need to kind of keep a lot of balls rolling. I don't know. Something like that. When you need to wear all these hats, it seems like the most important skill to have is the ability to see opportunities. So, and this goes back to, a good entrepreneur sees opportunities. And that's ultimately it's like, you have to keep doing that once you've started the business as well, is where are the opportunities to grow? Where are the problems? And you need to get good at prioritizing what to work on, what not to work on. And this is actually one of the reasons why I appreciate that I have kids, is it's like, it's forced me to really focus the time I do have, whether that's time with them or time working away from them. It's caused me to get better at going like what is being present and being able to focus on the right things, because you only got so much time with your kids. So focus on connecting and focus on engaging with your kids, and you only have so much time to focus on work. So work on the things that matter, because in 20 minutes you could get distracted, and who knows what's going to happen after that, especially during COVID. So you want to be able to say that you want to have made a dent on the important thing that day. So, so I think for a lot of us, this may just be a reminder. But I think it's really important to come back to every once in a while. It's like, just have to continue to be good at taking a step back and figuring out what's the most important thing you should be working on today and focusing on that. So this was a really good reminder for me, and hopefully it was for you as well. So now comes time for the second company that I wanted to talk about today, and that's Draw SQL. Or draw SQL if you're one of those people. I honestly don't know. SQL versus SQL. It's just easier when you only have to spell it out. You don't have to say it. Regardless, Draw SQL is a database schema diagrams drawing tool to help developers visualize and document their databases. So this is just a really great way to actually like design your infrastructure, design your database schema in a UI, so you can collaborate on it and kind of work that out before you go in and actually start building it out. So really great tool. Definitely go check that out, and follow Dennis Ong on Twitter, and he's the founder. So definitely go check them out. Oh, and that's at drawsql.app. So check it out. I hope you're having a good day or evening. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you soon.